Shouts out to all the late night birds that's still up. It's morning time for some people around the world, so shouts out to y'all. But for the most part, I've noticed that right now, on a global scale, and especially a U.S. scale, there's more black people talking about racism than there has been in the last 20 years. I think there was a good 20 to 25 year time span where the average black person in America was just like, you know what happened in the past happened in the past. I'm going to just get a regular job and I'm going to just try to ride it out. I think that was what it was for the last 20-something to 30 years of black people. But as of today, 2020, there's a large amount of black people that is openly speaking about racism. Not only speaking about racism, but detaching from unknowing racism. And what I mean by unknowing racism is people are detaching from the church. People are detaching from the eating system. People are detaching from the school system. People are detaching from the entire construct of, I don't even want to use the word supremacy because they're not supreme over anything. People are detaching from the entire construct that was set in place, designed to keep us destroyed. People are completely detaching. And those people who created this system, they know that. They got everything calculated and they know people are detaching. And with them knowing people are detaching, they have to find a way to get black people back in control. Do you know how they're going to get black people back in control? If you don't get this XYZ, you won't be able to do XYZ. 95% of the black people in America are already on, well, not even 95%, that's a high number. 95% of the people in urban communities are all on government assistance and possibly will not be able to survive without government assistance. So, if XYZ says you can't get XYZ, if you don't get XYZ, they're going to go get XYZ to get XYZ. Now notice I'm not saying what it is, but if you know, you know. Now think about this. Over the past how many years, we as a black people have been given specific things to ruin our entire diet, which will cause multi-level layers of health issues. And it's all based on the diet that was given to us. Today, in 2020, there are going to be people who cook chitlins for Thanksgiving next week. Chitlins. We have been conditioned to eat poison. On a global scale, on a grand scale, we have been conditioned to eat poison. So, when you think about the diet that was calculated and given to us specifically, based on us not having the financial freedom to eat even healthier. And those who know, as of right now, eating healthy is completely expensive. It's very expensive to eat healthy and buy the right things to keep your body at a high level. It's very, very expensive in today's time. It's very easy to go buy a bunch of top ramen and feed the whole family. It's very easy to go buy some bunk shit and feed the whole family. It's very easy. So, and that fits in the restrictions of government assistance. So, when you think about it from this perspective, XYZ is affecting black people at an alarming rate more than other races. Why is it affecting black people at another rate more than other races? Because black people's diet is completely shit. Now, who made our diet completely shit? Now that's a question you gotta really go, oh shit. They have booby trapped every end of the aspect. They booby trapped every end of the scenario. Who made our diet bullshit? Right? Alright, cool. So now we, as a black people, are being affected at a higher rate than everybody else. They will push, and they have said it, from Bill Gates to Trump to Biden to everybody in quote-unquote American power, have all stated that they will push XYZ to black people first. Have all stated that. Listen here, fellas. This has nothing to do with a virus. I hope y'all take this into consideration. This has nothing to do with a virus. Because 95% of the viruses now are man-made. All of them. From the flu to the Black Plague to COVID. They're all man-made in the lab. All of them. This is a direct weapon. A direct attack. Just as well as every single vaccination has been a direct attack. And I'm going to explain to you why this is a direct attack. So little do y'all know, black people, hear me out, black people. To everybody, to all the non-black people in here, just sit down. I don't have time to even, just sit down. If you're not black, just sit down and listen, because this is just for the niggas today. All right now. Inside this vaccination, I'll show y'all. Inside this vaccination, so VAC, a nation. What is a nation? Once again, people really don't understand etymology and also don't understand that 95% of the words that we use today are acronyms. What is a nation? Alright, so when you understand it from that aspect, there is a specific thing inside this vaccination that goes completely against black people. Okay, so I want y'all to look at this. And notice, nobody is saying this. Nobody, none of the quote-unquote conscious niggas is really stating this. So look, this is the vaccination. This is a chemical that is in the vaccination. Right? All right, well, let me slow it down for y'all. This is the vaccination. This is a chemical that's in the vaccination. Okay, so y'all gonna say, okay, what is that? This is what it is. I want y'all to read this. Okay. They are about to inject niggas with Caucasian baby fetus. Okay, let me say this again. They are about to inject black people with Caucasian baby fetus. I'm sorry. As a black man, I don't want anything Caucasian inside of me. I'm sorry. Now, here is the trick. Where did you get a Caucasian fetus from? Also, how did that baby die? 2, what was wrong with the baby? Was it genetically retarded? Malfunction? Did it have Down syndrome? Where did you get a dead baby from? And why do you have plans on injecting black people with dead white people babies? Listen here, black people. We are at an ultimate state of power. We are at a state of rise. We are at a state where we are going to overturn this program. Black people are at a state where we had enough and we no longer want to fight for equal opportunity. We actually want y'all gone. And if there's any non-black person feeling any type of way right now, you should. I want you to. There is a time where you have to get out. No, fuck that. I don't care if you had nothing to do with it. You have to get out. We have to rebuild our world how it was before you came here. There's nothing wrong with feeling like that. You cannot use your little taboo tactics of the reverse racism. No, you have to get out of our house. We have to fix our house. We have to cleanse our house. You have to get out and go back to wherever you came from, and we have to fix our house. That's where we are. We no longer want equal opportunity. We want you out. We don't want equal rights. We don't want justice. We don't want your justices. We don't want nothing. We want you out. We're tired. We're completely tired. And a lot of black people are starting to feel that way. Now, this is the thing with black people. Let me explain something to y'all. Over the many years, they have tricked us into believing they have an army with weapons. Now, hear me out. So black people in general, we feel that we can't overcome this system because the system itself has weapons. They have tricked us into believing that machine is more powerful than the human mind, which is a complete lie. It is the same effect to when they had one guy on a horse with a musket, and a one-shot musket, and 50 fucking slaves on the field were afraid to attack. It is all a mind game to lock the mind. Black people in general, we have weapons, internal weapons that we can use, that we really don't know how to use as of right now, based on a large consumption of bullshit. And when I say bullshit, I don't just mean food. I mean information. I mean our goals, our agendas. Niggas out here worried about the Grammys, all type of shit that don't really even mean absolutely nothing on the mega scale. But for the most part, black people have internal weapons. Listen to me, black people. When they said that we are 3/4 of a human, or 1/3 of a human, they wasn't lying. When they said we was what is it, 3/4 or 1/3, whatever the fuck it is. When they said that we wasn't human, they wasn't lying. We not human at all. 3/5, we not human. You're absolutely right. We're not human at all. We're not human. Listen to me. One of the greatest fears of a non-black person's parenthood, one of the greatest fears, is for their child to be with a black man or a black woman. That is one of the greatest fears of a non-black person, for the child to be with a black person. You want me to tell you why? Because our genes automatically dominate. Three generations in your history. Three, just 3 generations. It's a wrap. Anything we touch, black. Anything we mix with, black. Anything we touch, black. Anything. If you put a black t-shirt in the laundry with your white clothes, what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen. I want y'all to pay close attention to the comments. Look at the things that some non-black people say. Just look. I'm watching everything closely. Just look at the things they say. Look at the fear. Well, what about this? But what about that? Just look. Listen, man. There comes a time to all the non-black people in this chat right now. There comes a time where you're gonna have to look in the mirror and say to yourself, my grandfathers and great-grandfathers really fucked them people up. We really are immigrants. Listen to me. You're gonna have to come to that conclusion one day. Don't be mad. I learned that. I learned that most of non-black people normally get mad and point the finger and say all type of other shit that got nothing to do with what's being said. Look in the mirror and look at your history books and tell yourself, you fucking right. I'm technically an immigrant everywhere. Everywhere. No white person belong in America. Not one. Nobody else belong in America. Not one. You don't belong here. You can lie to yourself and convince yourself that you are a proud American. That's okay. It's a weird fucking psychotic psychology trick. It's okay. But you don't belong here. That fact still remains. You don't belong in Australia. You don't belong in Europe. Yes, Europe. You don't even belong there. Maybe Siberia or Russia or something. Hey. But what I'm saying is, you're going to have to literally tell yourself, I'm not supposed to be here. And one day, these niggas gonna realize what's up and fuck me up for being in their house. What made... Look, on a grand scale of all of this, I'm listening to the ear of our community. I mean, I'm listening to the voice of our community. And when I say our community, I mean just random niggas from the hood to rap niggas to niggas in the higher up to, I'm just listening to the voice of our community. Hey yo, we fed up. We fed up. But our fed up is different this time. It's not March fed up. It's not March fed up. It's not protest fed up. It's not even retaliation fed up. I think black people are starting to go within. A lot of black people are starting to get on their 100% spiritual journey. When we as a black people find the spirit, shit gonna get spooky out here. When we find the spirit and we realize what type of powers we really got, all this shit the Bible said niggas could do, and all this shit they said wasn't real, once we get back into hoodoo, once we get back into black magic, once we get back into sorcery, once we get back into all our shit that made us who we are, once we get back into it and stop letting this bunk ass Caucasian Catholic Church make us believe that this shit was taboo and it's evil. Once we get back into our dark magic, it's called dark magic for a reason. It's called black magic for fucking reasons for black people. Once we get back into that, shit gonna get real spooky out here, bro. They know that. They know that we are on a spiritual incline, a spiritual gain from a mass amount we're really going spiritual, people are leaving the church. They can't tolerate that. So they're going to come up with a plan to fucking dumb niggas all the way back down. How are they going to do that? Trick us into getting this bunk ass shot, which is going to alter our DNA. They have to sleep us again. Every single way they have destroyed, every single way they have destroyed natives it was never through mass war. It was always through a calculated virus and then offering a solution to the virus. Always, every time. A calculated virus. Let's say the Black Plague. Black Plague was created by rats. Rats was also created in the lab. They're not natural in the wild. They were created as a weapon. The Black Plague hit where first? Native Americans. Which they tricked us into making us think the Native Americans was those little Chinese, Asian looking ass niggas, which they wasn't. They wasn't none of them fake ass Cherokee night wolf looking ass niggas. They was actually dark skinned niggas that roamed America. Did y'all know that South America and Africa was connected? But this is things that they don't teach you in the history books. But yes, South America and Africa was connected as one continent. So that means South American niggas are African niggas too. They're all the same. But that's a whole nother conversation. But once again, the Black Plague killed black niggas. Australia. Once again, when I was a child, I was a big fan of the crocodile hunter. I was an ultimate fan of the crocodile hunter. Steve Irwin was my fucking National Geographic idol. I believed that he was Australian. My mind told me that that's what an Australian looks like. I never knew Australia was a dark-skinned country. I never knew that until I became an adult and had to do research for myself. I thought that Steve Irwin was an Australian man. He is not. He is British, or what? Most definitely British. He is not an Australian. Someone from another country came to a place that they destroyed, decided to torture its animals. What I mean by torture is animals, put them all in cages, film them for your own personal gain. Bother them, jump on their backs, twist and roll, and just tame them for your own personal gain in a country that your ancestors killed millions to damn near extinction. How did they do it? Offer them health care. Offered the Aboriginal people health care in the form of vaccinations, which brought mass disease, tuberculosis, hepatitis C, all type of shit. Killed them damn near to extinction. And after that, you came in here and act like you were an Australian man and sold the image to us in America that that is an Australian man. That stingray was God. And there's nothing else you can tell me. That was God. God said, I'm tired of y'all shit. Wham! Get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. God. I let you scrape this fucking country long enough. That's what you get for faking like an Australian nigga. You were fake. You lied to us all. All of us kids in America, you lied to us. You were not Australian. You lied. We can go deeper than that. Let's go Tasmania. They hunted them down to extinction. The last Tasmanian nigga just died recently. A new, not caveman era, within the last 100 years, race of people extinct. All this stuff is stuff that they're never going to teach you in school. Extinct. I never said magic was evil, ever. So look, I have a lot of non-black friends in here right now. I just went and looked and seen it all. Looked at all the people that's in the room. I have a lot of non-black people in here. And every time non-black people come in my lives, especially when they my fans, they feel fucked up because they don't know what to do or say. They get angry. They say all type of weird shit when they get angry. Daylyt, I used to support you, but now you're racist. They just say all type of shit. But what that is, it's called guilt. You know what's up, but you don't want nobody to talk about it, because if they talk about it, you will be forced to say, well, I'm not from here. Look, y'all see this shit? Nah, you just mad because we refuse to be manipulated by you celebrities. Let me explain something to you, idiot. I'm not a celebrity. Why do people put me in the category with celebrities? I'm not a celebrity at all. I'm not a celebrity at all. I don't have no major. You don't see me front row at no Grammys. You don't see me at none of the parties. You don't see me with none of these niggas. I'm not a celebrity at all. My world that I created on my own. Not no major label ever gave me no handout. Not no major white nigga. Not no major nobody in this entire music industry or anything in this world ever gave me nothing. Never. Never gave me nothing. Nothing. Nobody never gave me nothing. Nothing. When you get on Google and look at my net worth and it say 80 million, I made it myself. Myself. Nobody never gave me nothing. 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 You don't see me in the mix with the babies and the Playboy Cardis and the Young Thugs and the T.I.s. You don't see me at none of these parties. Never. Never. You don't see me at none of these parties. Never. You don't see me in group pictures with none of these niggas. Never. Ever. I'm not a celebrity. At all. I'm not mainstream at all. I'm not mainstream or I'm not underground. I don't live in the realm of none of that. I understand the internet. I can control this whole internet. I get it. I'm not mainstream or I'm not underground. You've never seen me on a billboard. You've never seen me in a Grammy nominated. You've never seen me in a fucking top 5 streaming charts. You never see me in a top 500 streaming charts. You never seen me on a streaming chart ever. Never. You never seen me on none of this ever. No, some things need to be said. I played my own game through my whole career. I don't play by nobody's rules in this entire system. It's not a nigga or person in this entire hip hop or any can say he helped me get anywhere. Not one. Not one. But on the flip side, once again, like I said, guys, and I said it earlier, they will always come in here and say things so we can try to get off subject. And instead of agreeing, look, I haven't seen not one non-black person go, hey, yo, Daylyt, you right. We did fuck up. Hey, we fucked up. Why haven't I heard one non-black person own up to what happened? I just said it earlier. They'll get in here and point the finger at everything else. I haven't seen nobody own up. Ever. But getting here and say, well, you did this, or you did that, and this and that, and this and that, and yada, 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 and so and so. So you just going to ignore, I've been on here for damn near an hour. You just going to ignore the whole other hour, right? Why not own up to it and go, you know what, Daylyt? You right. You have every right to be mad. I've never in my life heard a non-black person say, you have every right to be mad. Never. 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 So once again, hold on. Where my guy go that said shouts out from Australia? Who was that? Where he go? Yo, KO. That's his name? Hold on. My guy KO. Alright, peep this. I've been to Australia 3 times. Sydney, Melbourne. I've been to Australia 3 times. Sydney twice. Every time I went to Australia, I didn't see a single dark-skinned nigga. Not one. The 3 times that I went to Australia, I've seen 4 black people total. I want you to think about this. This was a country that was 99% dark skinned. And here we are today where you probably can't even find a dark skinned nigga there. Now think, once again, when you are from another country, when you fly to another country without knowledge, you only stay in the areas that, you know, if you know somebody, or you stay in the tourist areas near the airport and the hot spots. They have pushed all the dark-skinned niggas into the slums or high up into the corners. Once again, I'm going to say this for the 90th trillionth time. To all my Hispanic niggas, you are white. Cut the crap with this brown pride shit. For one, you're not brown. I'm clearly brown. Cut it. You are not brown. You're white. The language that you speak is European. Spanish is European. Your ancestors is conquistadors and all them motherfucking Spaniards and Spains and all them shits. You're white. Cut it. That's why your grandparents and your great-grandmother will always hate black people. They call them mayates all day. It's true. Have you ever been to the Aztec pyramids? How many? No. How many of y'all have actually been to the Aztec pyramids? No. This is an actual question. How many of you inside this chat right now have been to the Aztec pyramids? Every single face on them pyramids is a nigga. I've went 3 times myself. All the pictures and statues are niggas with wide ass noses. All of them. I just stated to y'all, South America was connected to Africa. There is not a coincidence that there is a pyramid in South America and Africa. They were connected. This is why predominantly black. Dominicans are black, but they have been all the niggas in Mexico and South America are technically African. They are equivalent to African, but they have been mixed and raped. All of them have been raped. So that's why you get majority of Spanish languages out there. Once again, it's simple as Googling it. Google Spanish. Just Google Spanish. It is a European language. Latino. What does Latino mean? Latin. Latino. Latin. Latino. That's exactly what it is. Latin. What is Latin? Look, bro. There is no such thing as Indians, dog. You have the Indians in India. There's no such thing as an American Indian. Listen to me. My family has close tie family with the yellow bush tribe. Are you familiar with yellow bush tribe? Anybody in here familiar with that? No, they don't teach you nothing about the yellow bush tribe in high school or in school. They don't teach you about Wichita tribe. They don't teach you about none of the native tribes that were all in Atlanta. What do you call that? Like Mississippi and all. They don't teach you about none of that. They don't teach you about like the real tribe. You gonna learn the cap shit. You gonna learn the fucking Cherokee cap. You gonna learn all the fake ass Indian Cherokee high chiefs with the bunk ass flower. You gonna learn all the bunk cap. They're not gonna teach you about Yellow Bush. They're not gonna teach you about none of those tribes. But if you from Mississippi and your family deep rooted, you know. If you from Mississippi, you know about Yellow Bush. You know about all the deep-rooted black tribes that got really forced into slavery. You know. But on the flip side, right? At the end of the day, listen, I'm getting tired of people saying, what part of Africa are you from? Do you know the whole world is Africa? Do y'all know that? The biggest lie that they ever told us is Africa is just Africa. The whole world is Africa. Let's just say like a Pangea, right? Let's put it in a term that you can be familiar with. Just say like a Pangea. Right? Let's just take shit back to Pangea time, before shit split. You know, everybody was black before shit split, right? You know that Africa is also the name of a colonizer, right? You know that, right? If y'all wondering what I'm doing, I'm just watching the comments right now. I love to see people just blurt things out, especially non-black people. Once again, I still have yet to see anybody apologize for what has happened in the past. And I know what you're going to say. Well, I didn't do it. That's cool. I still haven't seen somebody say, yo, Daylyt, I'm a non-black person and I'm fucking sorry for what happened in the past, bro. If I can do anything to help I still haven't heard anybody say that. Never. All right, so think about this. Let me tell you how much I understand language. God, right? God in general. In every Bible, in every religious text, it says, the Lord is my shepherd. What is a shepherd? A dog. What is a dog in reverse? A God. What is man's best friend? A dog. What do most men use to protect themselves? K's and 9s. What is a K9? A dog. What is a dog in reverse? God. Let me repeat that. God, in every biblical text, has said, the Lord is my shepherd. As in, God is my shepherd. A shepherd is what? A dog. Dog backwards is what? God. A dog is also man's best friend, which means God is always by us. Also, when you are in the street, you normally use a K or a 9 to protect yourself. A K and a 9 is a dog, and dog backwards is God. So when black people tell other black people, yes, my dog, G, man, I miss my dog. Remember Lil Wayne's song, Man, I Miss My Dog? Black people, we the only people call people dog. Like, man, I'm a dog this bitch. Hey, my nigga, I did that nigga like a dog. God damn it. I got it. God is who I gotta be. The God in me. Through this anomaly, how many times did he lie through the honesty? Promise, he promised me I missed the prom. If he prompt through the prominence, we got the compromise. Tune the frequency to get the heart alive. Silk a chakra, no, we got the chakra rise. It's no limit to who we can be if we create the we and get knit Nintendo. Pretend it's the mental, a thin instrumental, the info for men, we amend its potential. Remaining the issue, but is you remaining humane to wish you? Insane is the same to release you. Insane is a shame how they dish you. Get plugged to the cable, ain't able to get through. The hole that we face and they label you, then pull you into the system. They schooling the victims. The more you think you smart, the more that you get dumb. The history books that you pick up is his story books that you pick up. A hiccup, a stick up, the hiccup, the ass. If you ask me if I believe in this new Bible, no, I believe in our survival, the Odyssey. Gotta see this is our rival. Arrival. This mission is vital. The gift is inside you. To get to the gift is divinal. To find it and find and fine tune it. To lift up the pineal gland. This is the final chance. I hope that I advance. Who knows if we'll be on point like a rhino stance. Tell him I'll be moving on like a Maya jam. Fuck the prophet, be the prophet if that's what the high demand. I get so tired of hiding, man. I'll let the calcium war we invited, man. Boy, we don't worry, we warriors by the plan. I'll be the father, no Maury, no sonogram. That's some old shit. But on the flip side, the dream too deep. The weapon inception with etymology. Syntax brackets for black kids, you see the college fees. No sorries, no apologies. Semiotics, the plotted be. God shit is what gotta sleep. Blind faith, what I gotta see. Poseidon the war, fighting the Torah. Explorer, fighting the Dora. Old man's Triton who pouring the GMOs to the poor. Creating the GMO. The more gems that I drop, they in bad shape for the show and tell. Hell, they lying out the ass about the history. White power's a light shower, it's a mystery. Them Akashic records is past checkers. And we ain't past checking the past, the last weapon X. MLK dreams, a kiss the ring of the Pope. Lil Caesar defense, they Pizzagating the growth. 16-year-old. 16 means sextus. Sexing the little boys, the Vatican secret rectum. Say don't eat the pig, yet they harvest the pigment. Deep web shopping, Bitcoin for the shipment. They IP encrypted. We'll never see them trolling. How can theft be a crime when America was stolen?